Today, April 24th, marks the 104th anniversary of the Armenian Genocide. 1.5 million Armenians were killed in a years-long massacre waged by the Ottoman Empire in 1915, intended to wipe out their existence in secret. It's believed that Armenians were persecuted for their Christian faith. Hundreds of thousands were butchered, sexually assaulted, starved, and kept in concentration camps. Despite first-hand accounts and pictures, modern-day Turkey has not admitted to this Holocaust, and since then, Armenians around the world march in their memory. What you're looking at right now is video from Los Angeles today in one of the largest marches around the world. To make sure these atrocities aren't forgotten and never repeated, an annual memorial ceremony will be held again on Mount Davidson in San Francisco tonight. Right now, we are joined by the host for the event, Alex Bastian, whose grandfather escaped from the horrors of the genocide all those years ago. Thanks for talking with us, Alex. So this day means a lot to your family, of course, but why do you think it's also important for all people to recognize this moment in time?
Because it's a human rights issue of epic proportions. Unfortunately, history repeats itself. And until we are able to close this wound, until we are able to really obtain justice for humanity, we are not going to be able to, with moral authority, put an end to these genocides that happen to occur over and over and over again. Armenians are not unique as having been victims of the genocide. The Holocaust was atrocious, the most ruthlessly efficient genocide the world has ever seen. We saw genocides in Rwanda and Darfur. The issue with the Armenian genocide, however, has been the denial of genocide, the denial of our rights, the denial of us as victims, and that denial has been occurring for over 104 years now.
Historians describe how Armenians were forced to march through tough terrain with just the clothes on their backs, and those who were able to escape were taken in by neighboring countries. Let's take a look at this map. A majority of survivors became immigrants and settled in Iraq, Syria, Iran, and Lebanon, as you can see here. And they were taken in. A lot of the children were orphaned. We've seen that in pictures as well. Is that what happened to your grandfather and your family, or what was the story there?
So my grandfather was very fortunate to escape with his family, and they were in hiding for years. They grew up in a refugee camp after they escaped in Lebanon, and actually my entire family has spread across the globe. As the expression goes, they tried to bury us, but they didn't know we were seeds. And those seeds blossomed into the communities worldwide, whether it was Lebanon, whether it was Syria, or whether it was here in San Francisco. And you're going to see that community this evening at 7 p.m. on Mount Davidson.
Despite the widespread impact, the documentation is limited because the Turkish government is said to have restricted photography. So what's it like for you to hear these tragic stories passed down through the generations?
It's incredibly saddening. And, you know, it's not just the stories. There are pictures. There's ample evidence of what occurred. But when it's all said and done, I can't help but feel another emotion. I can't help but feel proud. Not only did we survive, we thrive. And we're here today. The world recognizes the Armenians as a people, and the world will recognize what occurred to our people 104 years ago.
And so is recognition a goal of these memorials and demonstrations that are happening today on April the 24th?
It is, but it isn't just a goal for us as Armenians. It's a goal for us as human beings on this earth, because in order to really put an end to this genocide, there needs to be an acknowledgement of what occurred. Otherwise, our wounds remain open and our wounds will never heal.
Thank you so much, Alex Bastian, for joining us and talking about this moment in time. The Armenian Genocide Memorial starts at 6:30 tonight, and that's when we'll be gathering there on Mount Davidson in San Francisco.